you you ain't seen nothing yet. All right, that's all I really have to say at the start of this video, because there's just something about these leaks we just got in the Discord that tells a whole new story for Illuvium. One that I think not just we are going to resonate with, but the broader Web3, Web2, children, adults, the broader community is going to really appreciate it. Now, let me ask you one thing. What do you hate the most when it comes to people dropping trailers for video games? If you have something that's a really huge gripe, leave it in the comment down below, because I'm going to tell you what mine is. A lack of gameplay. I can tell from a mile away if a video was someone who hired out a 10-person, third-person studio and got them to whip up a 1-minute video of a ship entering a hangar and landing on the ground, right? There's just a really simple video. There's no internals to that ship. There's no internals to that hangar. It's a very specific angle. You know why I know that? It's because I make that for a living at work. Sometimes that's all I do, is I make renders for things and make them look pretty, even though there's not really any substance behind it. Now, that's my job. Making it look pretty is my job. It's very much more in a marketing role rather than a game development role, but that's what I do, and I can tell from a mile away. Now, I know that doesn't bother everyone, but I will tell you that it bothers the crap out of me. But when I see a fantastic gameplay trailer, now, it doesn't have to have the same angles, shots, or cutscenes directly from the game, but if you can tell that they've got real gameplay elements in there, things you are going to be able to do in the game for at least 50-60% of that trailer, then that really gets me excited, and it puts a lot more trust in my mind. And that is what Grant and Dimitri and whoever else, probably Andrew's helping a bit as well, is doing as they're building the hype trailer. You can see right here, this is a shot from it. Now, it doesn't look like much. I don't even think it's fully rendered out. But you can see the koala bear in the air. You can see this is an epic shot. There is a hex behind it. You can see some sort of hex dome for the arena. You can see the foliage and the environment. You can actually, if we zoom in here down in the bottom left, you can see some really sweet texture on the, what I would assume is like a geyser or a flood down the bottom here as well. It is highly detailed. This thing is going to come out in 4K and it is going to blow people's minds. The best part of all this is this comes directly from the game itself. I've spoken with them. Everyone spoke with them. You can see it in the general Discord. Just look for mentions of me or something like that. I don't know. You can look in the Discord. They talked about how they've done it. I'll explain that a little bit more at the end because I know you guys want to see these leaks because that is the biggest part of this. The next one we have is this Ophisto leak, one of my personal favorites, but this next one's even cooler. So this Ophisto leak, you can see this is the Ophisto animation when it rises up into the air and then casts its lightning bolts in the air to come down on enemies, right? And this is the moment right before it casts. So what they've done is they've gotten the matte camera, they've gotten into the perfect position for this cast, and they've seen the Ophisto cast, and they're building what's going to look like a cinematic trailer, but it is all in-game footage. These are all shots you can capture in-game if you had a 4K computer and like a 4090 or whatever, but that's besides the point. It is all footage you can capture from inside the game. And when you don't have to render it live, when you can spectate old matches and stuff, you can actually upscale it to 4K on pretty much any computer. If your computer's weak, it'll take a lot longer, but you will be able to render out a 4K video because that's the way they're building it. And that's what excites me about this, is we've heard all these tales and promises about you being able to watch cinematic battles, watch your favorite alluvials really dish it out, beautiful textures, beautiful cinematic effects, SFX, and all the rest of it. And this hype trailer is going to be the first major proof of concept of this. Because what does this hype trailer really mean? Is they're going into this game and they're doing custom camera paths and things like that to match up with the pre-existing game that they've built. Well, they haven't built it. They played out a game, they saved and recorded it, and now they're replaying it over a bunch of times and moving the camera around to get these shots for the hype trailer. But what does that mean? Is Dimitri even said himself that they're going to incorporate that into future builds. That has always been the plan. And later on, let's say 12 months from now, I will be able to go into a game I've previously had. I'll be going like a spectator mode. I'll be able to move the camera around exactly how I want with pretty decent control. and I'll be able to capture these same shots and make my own hype trailer. You know how crazy the marketing and network effects of that could be? It's mind-blowing. This next one here is huge. See this Doka? He is lining up his fist. There's a Grocko fist to the left, but the Doka in particular is lining up his fist to throw it into your face. Okay, he's lining it up, and with this next shot, you can see that he connects. This is a classic shot that you see in a lot of different like boxing films and that sort of stuff, Rocky, all those sorts of things, where they're throwing their fist directly into the camera, and it makes for a really awesome cinematic shot. We are getting a genuine feature-length film, or short film, that's could win film awards in some weird universe. I don't think anyone's going to accept a game cinematic, but this thing is going to be high quality. It's going to be top notch, and it's going to be real gameplay footage. And I can't wait.